Hi, my name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me. All of the signs of the zodiac. I am doing a March mid-month medium rare message for all of my subscribers. And I am using the alchemical deck, my Steadfast deck by Robert M. Place. And I'm going to do a video where it's all of the signs at once. So I usually dust off my deck in between signs. So you'll see me using my feather, and I have a few other rituals. I might edit them out prior to each sign, but if you see me working a feather, you'll know I'm getting ready to go on to the next sign. Thank you for joining me. And I'm giving these a great shuffle, and I'm concentrating on Aries. And let's see what I can offer you for the mid-month of March in between the two eclipses. It's almost the vernal equinox. So Aries, your message for the mid-month of March. The Lady of Swords. And I'm calling these a medium rare message because I will be channeling in these in addition to using the tarot like I do in my forecasts. But I like the alliteration of medium rare message. So you have the Ten of Coins and the Lady of Swords. And the message for you at the mid-month of March has to do with simplifying and cutting back when it comes to your resources, to release any selfish or greedy habits that come along with your money. Miserly, frugal habits that are coming from a place of lack mentality needs to be removed at this time for Aries. There also might be a female around you who is interested in music, poetry, songs, writing. She could be an air sign female. The Lady of Swords is not as old as the Queen. This could be someone in their 20s or 30s. And for some of you, this woman is coming in to help discern how your finances should be handled. It could be a financial advisor. It could also be someone who is centered on themselves, perhaps selfishly, in regards to earning creative money. I'm getting the feeling of a female artist, singer-songwriter. This can apply to all of you Arians, but the message is that if you're involved in playing music with this person, you want to check all of the contracts and negotiations that you've signed as far as getting the right monies or publishing the right percentage offered to you. There's something a little bit greedy maybe about this woman when it comes to the Ten of Coins, blinded by money, not doing something for the sake of the artistic adventure or venture, but doing something for just the money itself. It could come up against you in the wrong way. You need to speak to her. You might have words with this woman. If this doesn't apply to you, please watch your monthly forecasts. These are very specific channeling messages that I'm getting. And I'm going to move on to Taurus for the mid-month medium rare message for Taurus. I might have to use a lot of editing if I'm doing these longer videos because I do shuffle a lot in between each sign. So let's see what comes up for Taurus. King of Swords, an attorney, an older air sign male, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. A lawyer, I'm getting, a judge, a judgment, needing legal advice. Overshared finances, shared resources, the Six of Coins. Some of you are dealing with a property assessor, a tax assessor of land, and wanting to get the right amount of what you're due. Obviously, for those of you moving and selling property, this is important. There is a strong legal settlement to this energy as well, for those of you who have pending settlements. And an inheritance. There's an even split. If you're a sibling, if you have a brother, you're going to split it evenly. And there's no need to quarrel over what your father had left you. Gosh, these messages are random, so you might have to draw from them in pieces. I know this can't possibly apply to everyone, these messages. So I would say that if you are a Taurian and you're dealing with a legal matter, this is going to happen evenly. It's going to be split evenly. If you are looking for an attorney, he will be coming in. Some of you have an air sign sibling that needs to help you with shared resources or gets involved in an investment that you are considering. And for those of you who have older family members, males who have passed, father, grandfather, on the paternal side, I'm sorry for your loss. And know that they're looking down on the two of you. I'm getting that there were two children, two sons even, maybe, this is about. They want things to be even. They don't want fighting. There's an even temperament to this energy. Let's move on to Gemini. This is your mid-month medium rare message. For Gemini, the mid-month of March, what is your message? You have to trust your intuitions when the Queen of Cups arrives. This is also extremely intuitive energy. Now I have the King of Fire as well. This is a little bit of a romantic duo that could be tempered as well, because water cools the fire, but this could be your own intuition regarding a fire sign male. The King of Fire is the master of his feelings. Some of you Gemini women are attracted to fire signs, Aries, Leos, Sagittarius, your polar opposite. Some of you are freshly dating. This is a new spicy passion or an ignited attraction, and you are discerning the significance of this relationship. You are intuitively trying to pick up on whether this is right or wrong. I think it's right. I think the Two of Cups has you in the right path. And this is a mutual connection that's developing. I would say if in the early spring, in March, a relationship is not around you, be open to one coming in. There's a lot of attraction with these cards, and I feel for Gemini, you have a passion around you that could be coming in, and it's waiting for these eclipses to barrel through in March. And our next eclipse on the 23rd of March could eclipse a romance out of the picture and then into the picture. Free you up to receive the right attraction is what I'm getting. Free you up. If you're in relationship and it's not working right now, Gemini, it's hard to make it through the eclipse times. And your energy is definitely about attraction and relationship coming in. A good relationship coming in. A mutually receptive energy. Let's move on to Cancer. The mid-month of March, your medium rare message. And sometimes I like to, I have a habit when I'm alone. When I read for clients, it's a whole situation. I dust my third eye a lot. I use my Native American feathers. I have a lot of matches, incense matches that clear the deck. I've got sage. I use my crystals. I breathe in camphor to clear the third eye and the crown chakra. So there's a lot that goes on when you're a reader that you don't always see when we do our individual readings. So I just thought I'd mention that. If you see me do some feather work, know that stuff's getting hectic over here. Let's see. Cancer, what is your mid-month message that I can focus on for March? Wow, again, the cups are intuitive. They're water, like you are, Cancer. But there's a very strong guidance with this card. The Seven of Cups is about using the tools that you have to gain knowledge, but also for those of you studying, for those of you in school, I think you're drawn to a new path to study from, or to study, or a new way of studying. You could be receiving a new inspiration, a new education. The Star card is here for your recognition, putting you in the limelight a little bit. Cancer isn't always at the front stage and likes to withdraw into their shell somewhat. So to get the Star for you, you're about to uncover something. There's an announcement to make. There's an unveiling. There's a decision that's made. And it puts you in a higher level. Some of you are, well, we're all progressing. We're all gaining leverage here. But with the Star card for you, I feel that there is a rising, moving up and elevating here. And being intuitively led is very strong for you, Cancer, because you have that ability naturally as a water sign to be intuitive. So trust your instinctual energy when it comes to what you're expressing, what you're putting out there. And that could be actually publishing and marketing and things like that with the Star. It doesn't have to be a performer. It could just be the global recognition that we have now through the internet. You also have the Ace of Cups, which is the first time, or the first day of summer, the Ace of Cups, June 21. New love, a new acceptance, a new emotional connection. The time of summer will be important regarding the Star card. So something you are looking forward to could commence in the time of June. That's your message, Cancer. Let's move on to Leo. Mid-month of March, medium rare message. Leo, the lion. Let's see. Nine of Wands, cutting back. Cutting back on what you're spending. Sacrifice. Not spending as much. And only spending on what it is that you really are passionate about. You're not doing anything in excess right now. Eight of Coins, you're very focused on your work. Getting to work and not letting external noise or energy infiltrate the work and the focus. I love the bells. You hear them? Oh, it's so gorgeous. Cutting back on what you're spending and just focusing on work, putting money away. Let's see, one more card. Oh my gosh, exactly. Putting money away. The Four of Coins is the card of savings. You see how he's burying the coins in the dirt? Absolutely. That's the message here. And cutting back on not just the money, even though it's surrounded by coins, but cutting back on how much time you're spending with work. Something in that might be rearranged, or maybe you're sacrificing time with your family in order to expand right now in business. But it's all for the sake of your earnings, Leo. You have to protect yourself financially, and I feel like this is the month to do it. When everything goes into Aries, Leo, this benefits you. This is a trined energy. So with the sun entering Aries on the 20th, you have Saturn and Mars in Sagittarius. When the fire signs are ignited, this works for you. This is harmonious energy, Leo. And things happen effortlessly. So if you're trying to save It's not as excruciating through this time. Let's move on to Virgo. And I do have to take a sip of tea. I'll probably edit that out. Okay. Virgo. Mid-month of March, medium rare message for Virgo. Wow. Here we go again. It's time to cut back. Now, you have Jupiter with you, Virgo. This is about sacrifice. Let's see what else comes up. The Ace of Coins. This is March 20th, the first day of spring, which is exactly around the time I'm recording these, a little bit before the Ides of March. Now, it's time to cut back, but for you, I don't think that's what they mean regarding a lot of spending. I think they mean, with Jupiter, it's a time to expand. But there's sacrifice around this card. So you're focused entirely on one thing, it seems. You're not expelling your energy between 9 different things. You're getting rid of some things that you are not focusing on to put 100% of yourself into something come the vernal equinox. And there's also self-fulfillment and awareness with this. This is a psychic card as well. I'm pulling a lot of intuitive cards for the month of March, and I believe the eclipses are there to bring an awareness, to awaken you. What needs to be seen will be unveiled in between the eclipse period and our vernal equinox. So trust your intuitive self. Trust what you are receiving through dreams. With the King of Cups, through premonition, through message. I'm going to try to fix this sun a little bit. Okay, I don't know if I could do that right now while I'm recording. So let me move on to Libra. Libra, this is your March mid-month medium rare message. The Hierophant. This is about spirituality and education and finding a guru, perhaps a Taurus guru, because this card represents a Taurus. There is a counselor, therapist, a yogi, a spiritual guide coming into the picture here. And the Hangman. Maybe some of you Librans had felt stuck or like things aren't moving forward, and then you got this counselor to move forward. If you feel like you are not progressing as quickly as you are comparing yourself to others, you need to stop comparing yourself to others. The bells are agreeing with me, the chimes. I feel like it's time to move forward for Librans, and this person is sent to help you. I would heed their words or their books or whatever you're reading or learning. Hold it with very strong value. And I want to pull another card for you. I love this card. 6 of Swords. You might need a little vacay, Libra. You might need to go away, get near water, salt water. Now, if you've ever booked a reading with me, you know I advise the empaths of the world to become best friends with a saltwater bath. It's the quickest way to remove negative energy from your skin if you absorb energy from others, if you're an empath, if you are a reader. But Libra, I'm getting that you might need to travel a little bit and leave the past behind, focus on your future, get in salt water, rub salt water on your palms, your forehead, the soles of your feet. A walk on the beach without shoes is the most perfect way to get some earthing, to connect with nature and clear off your energy and also ground you. And that's what I'm getting for Librans. You need an energy clearer. The Hierophant is the counselor coming in to remove a lot of stuck energy. Go on a trip. Go outside of your country even. That's my advice for Librans in the mid-month of March. Let's move on to Scorpio. Ten of Cups. Communication. Successful relationship. The internet. The connected still. Expressing your emotions. King of Swords. Gemini male or Libran or Aquarius. Or an attorney, a lawyer, a judge, a clear thinker, your boss, an authority figure, communicating with you. Perhaps some of you Scorpions are seeking legal advice right now, or needing to express something to your boss that's a little bit intimidating. I want to get another card. Oh, and here's another sword figure for you. The Lady of Swords, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Open up. I feel like the Ten of Cups first is saying open up. Express yourself. You can say a few things now. Maybe he will help you say them. Maybe she will. Or maybe you say them to both of them. I feel like Scorpios have a release coming up with the vernal equinox. Mars is going to retrograde back into your sign in the springtime, giving you energy to rethink something. And I believe that you might need to sign contracts and have some things, some legalities dealt with throughout spring. If this doesn't apply to you personally, please watch your monthly forecast and your rising sign forecast with me. You can always book a reading as well. I'm going to move on to Sagittarius to see what your mid-month of March medium rare message is for Sagittarius. Sag, you have Mars with you now. You have Saturn in your sign. You have a lot of energy going on with you with Mars, and then restriction as well with Saturn. You're going through some changes too, Sagittarius. Transition, change. The Lover's card. This is the sign of Scorpio, also in the Tarot. This is the sign of Gemini. But there could be a change in your relationship right now, Sagittarius. The change in your lover. A change in who you're trusting. And a transition into what you're attracted to. What you are becoming attracted to is changing. Excuse me. You could see yourself in this eclipse time of the 23rd of March, eclipsing a relationship out of your life. And not every soulmate is meant to be forever. Some of them aren't. So there could be change here. And the Five of Cups. See how those birds are breaking free? Those little wrens are flying free, or doves, whatever they're called. It's interesting. There could be something to shake up a relationship and flying in separate directions. A breaking of position. Wanting change, desiring a new course, because maybe some of you are wondering how you ended up this way, or things happen so quickly, now you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Where is my life? What am I doing? There's a reassessment of this. And change is imminent in the eclipse period when you're not feeling the relationship you're in. It's hard to get through the eclipse. So the 23rd, we're having our eclipse, a full moon ending, culmination at 3 degrees of Libra. I feel Sagittarians might be reassessing relationship. I feel that very strongly. And change is always good. Let's see what else comes up for Capricorn for the mid-month, March. Medium rare message, Capricorn. And when the chimes start making noise, I don't believe in coincidence. So if I'm saying something and they really start to go off, especially since it's not particularly breezy today, I know that it'd have to be relatively breezy for them to make some noise at all, but I believe in signs. So let's see what happens. Okay, Capricorn, here's some guidance for you. Your medium rare message for March. Queen of Fire. I feel like this girl is around Capricorns a lot. Queen of Fire, Capricorn. This is a feisty female, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Creative. She knows what she wants. The Hierophant again. Counseling, wisdom, schooling, spirituality, metaphysical courses, education. Some of you are being directed by a fire sign woman to seek some help or get some counseling. And Capricorn, some of you don't need it. It's always good to progress on a spiritual level or take some courses. You're also getting the Six of Wands. You've already passed a test. You've passed a test with flying colors, maybe in this relationship with this fire sign female. But the Six of Wands is, you got an A already in that. There's accolades, there's reward, and, you know, some of you Capricorns have given up a lot of vices, and for those of you who have quit drinking, this is getting your chip, you know, getting rewarded, making it the distance. I'm getting that for some of you. This has to do with releasing a vice. You're also waiting for the eclipses, Capricorn. As catalyst energy, the sun in Aries is important. It does square you when things happen in the cardinal sign of Aries. You being also a cardinal sign, there's some tension with that. But if you're speaking to someone or taking courses for the betterment of your mind and growth and learning, I think that you'll be okay through this time frame. And mid-month might feel a little feisty to you. You have Pluto with you as well, so everything gets a little more intense with Capricorn. But study and reading and knowledge, you're soaking things up right now like a sponge. So that's a very helpful way to turn if you're looking to get through this month of March. Counseling, therapy, guidance, reading materials, self-help books. That's what I'm thinking. Self-help, healing. Okay, let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so some of you had an experience mid-month of March or in March with an opposition. Someone might have been trying to take advantage of you. Someone has positioned themselves as your opponent. Let's see what else. King of Cups. Trust your intuition. This card is all over this reading for all the signs, all of the water. The King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. If you're not in your clear thoughts, it's hard to know who your enemy is. So you have to be very clear-minded in order to protect yourself from any deception. Oh, wow, look at that. Queen of Cups. And didn't I just say that? And I know you're an air sign, Aquarius, but these two cards are here with this opposition. Maybe you are having opposing energy with two water sign people, male and female, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Or you need to really trust your intuition throughout a battle, a duel, a legal duel. This could be legal situations coming up against one another. For some of you, there is a married couple, the King and Queen of Cups, that have positioned themselves against you somehow. And maybe they don't want they don't want your success. That is coming to me definitely through message. So that's the opposition that's there. One more card for Aquarians. 9 of Wands. He's come up a few times too. Cutting back in March is okay for you. Taking a lot of action in April might be better. Sacrifice. You've also sacrificed a lot for maybe both of these people. And you could easily remove them from your life. The removal of what no longer serves you. You could be strongly, it doesn't have to be both. You could be just strongly in tune with removing this female energy from your life. But you're getting a lot of psychic impressions, and intuition right now is very strong with both the King and the Queen. I hope that was helpful, Aquarius. Let's move on to Pisces. Here come the chimes for Pisces. Let's see what comes up. I'm standing in front of this beautiful sycamore tree covered in wind chimes. It's gorgeous. First day of spring, March 20th. It's the sign of spring, the Ace of Coins, the initiating spring energy, the equinox. The Lady of Fire. There's a lot of energy going into Aries, and I feel like when the sun enters Aries on the 20th of March, Pisces has initiated a lot of action at that time. Neptune and Chiron are with you. There's a nebulous, dreamy, relaxed pace to Pisces, but there's stuff to be done. This is a time of action come the 20th of March. Another card. Wow, the intuition is going on right now. We're in between two eclipses, and the equinox is occurring. So you have to pay attention to messages you're given. That little eye in the cup is like the third eye. Pay attention to messages right now. And there is a lot of work to be done, so some of you Pisceans might be taking a little bit of a rest in March before April hits you, when it's a time of real action. I hope that this little video was helpful to all of you, and I wanted to do something mid-month and get these uploaded for you. My name is Audrey Alison. I appreciate you spending some time with me. I'm wishing you a beautiful March, and I will see you in April. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.